The city's looking at a new site for the Island Fire Station.
They're considering locating the proposed fire station on Anastasia Boulevard across the street from the amphitheater. Amy Cherry has more on our top story.
Assistant City Manager Ruben Franklin explains why a new fire station is needed.
Our existing fire station was built in the 1950s, and it's out of date and it needs to be modernized. And the site that it's on is too small to build a modern fire station. So the city had to go looking for suitable sites. We did evaluate multiple sites, and this site, being owned by the state and part of Anastasia State Park, was a site that met our needs.
What also made the site appealing?
Anastasia State Park's approved management plan had identified this piece of property as surplus, that they had identified it that they did not need it, which is the reason the city is moving forward with requesting the state allow us to enter a lease agreement to build a fire station there.
Ruben says they're working to address concerns expressed by neighboring residents.
We're going to try to keep the natural buffer. There's a dune line that borders the residential area and keep that in place. And we've spent some engineering dollars to show the site plan and how we would do that. And also work with the neighborhood. If there's amenities they want to see, sidewalk and a pedestrian connection, working with the FDOT that developed a crosswalk across Anastasia Boulevard. So those are all things that we're being mindful of. And then the other flip side of it is we are impacting a hammock, and we want to propose, and we're proposing a mitigation to that by a piece of property that's adjacent to Fish Island Preserve. So we would actually be adding conservation land on the island as part of this proposal.
The existing fire station would become a roundabout at Anastasia Boulevard, Red Cox Drive, and Old Quarry Road.
The roundabout will address long-held safety concerns from the community. There's been multiple fatalities at that intersection over the years. There's no good pedestrian connection across Anastasia Boulevard. The roundabout will provide pedestrian crossings, slow traffic down, and reduce the ability for deadly accidents.
The public meeting on these plans is happening today at 4:30 p.m. in the Alcazar Room of City Hall. With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. St. Johns County wants to hear from you about economic development opportunities in Hastings.
St. Johns County has launched a new tool as one part of its efforts to engage the public to better understand their preferences on potential economic development opportunities in the Hastings community and nearby areas. Wayne Larson is the Public Affairs Director for St. Johns County.
We want to get their feedback and their input on what they feel is most important when it comes to the economic viability and the economic growth of the Hastings community and surrounding areas. So we have set up a special website.
The online survey is available at sjchastings.com until November 19th. There are also 2 public engagement meetings scheduled for October 25th from 10 to 2 and October 26th from 5 to 7 at the Hastings Library. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
St. Johns County commissioners will be talking trees. Liz Ryan explains.
Commissioner Krista Joseph is very concerned about the loss of trees here in St. Johns County, and she's proposing a 14-point revision to the land development plan. The plan would protect trees on larger lots and in coastal areas, protect irreplaceable specimen trees and include pine trees as trees, not weeds, enforce non-permitted tree removal with stiff fines, prevent land clearing far in advance of development, and preserving natural buffers, among other things. Resident Roy Bodie supports the plan.
I'm a local businessman, a realtor, and I think we need a common sense approach to this problem. I know trees sell houses, no question about it. It makes a community more livable. The Bank of America mortgage study found that 84% of the real estate agents they've surveyed believe naturally wooded lots are 20% more sellable than others. There are practical as well as aesthetic reasons why. For example, trees can reduce home electric bills and ultimately help increase resale value.
And he says it's even in developers' best interest to save as many trees as they can.
The National Association of Home Builders found that 89% of homeowners they polled want builders to leave as many trees as possible on their home lots. And 43% of them paid up to $3,000 more for tree lots they built on, and 27% spent over $5,000 for a naturally wooded site. Once a developer or builder understands the benefits of saving trees, any additional costs should be offset by minimal price increases. So there are practical as well as aesthetic reasons why trees should be saved in our area.
The Board of County Commissioners will discuss this plan at their October 17th meeting, which is open to the public. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.